I ordered a frappuccino. Where's my fucking frappuccino? Alright, let's do this.
Hey guys, I'm going to show you today to make eye and makeup enhancements. For this tutorial, you're going to need a picture of someone that has very little or no makeup at all. Right now, Kate has very few eye makeup, which that's primarily my main focus. But I'm not really gonna be touching her lips or her eyebrows because they're already, done simple. Next is you're going to need a blank document. You do this by pressing new and then you press OK and you'll get this. Next, sorry, there we go. Next you're going to need a color palette. You do this by colorlovers.com or any other website that has palettes. And the colors that I'm choosing is Summer Glow, Summer Sunset, because it's towards the end of the month, and here in New Jersey it's kind of like really the end of the summer for us, so that's gonna be my theme. So you're gonna print screen. Usually the print screen button is close to the delete button in your keyboard, so do that, and then I do Control V and voila. Once you get that, I'm zooming, getting the crop tool. I'm gonna crop this. After I crop it, I usually like to go some diagonal so that it can give me some room around here. Okay, so pretty much these are going to be my colors that I'm going to be using for her eyes, so that's why I wanted you to pick some colors for her makeup. So once I have that, I'm going to do simple enhancements for her eyes. Usually I would lighten them a lot or do a lot of the white, but it's pretty much very simple for me to do. But I'm gonna do it for you guys anyway, so that you guys could see what I normally do for my eye enhancements. And that's too much. There we go. Okay. So this tool is one of my major tools that I use for my enhancements. It's Dodge and the Burn tool. The Dodge tool, it lightens the eyes a little bit, depending on your settings up here to the exposure. I like it to be a little bit, not too much, because then you keep going back and forth, and I don't want that right now. And then the Burn tool, it darkens the section. So I like it to do it for the top of it, so that when I look at her eyes, it's a little bit more of a pop out. And then I usually like to do the white area to line it. So you do a new layer, which you see in your layers panel, and I go anywhere that's white and just line up that area, just highlight it. Then I click on this box, and then with my mouse I have one of those balls that you could just go down, so it's easier. And once you select something that it makes it more natural, then I just go around the outer area of the eyes, and I just delete if there's any of the white area that suppressed it. Once I do that, I flatten it, go back to the eyes, and the outer area looks a little bit too much close to the color of her eyes, so I'm just going to use small gray area so that I could go darken it a little bit. Same thing, press this area and go down till I find something that's a little dark but not too dark, and I do the overlay. If there's any other one that you like better, go right ahead. And I delete like around half of it, so even if you are not perfect highlighting it, it's fine. I flatten it, then I go back to the burn tool, which is the hand tool looking one, and I do like a 9, and then I highlight that area so that the gray blends with the brown a little bit better. And then you could go a little bit back with the dodge tool to lighten it up a little bit. So that her eyes are a little bit, you know, like cooler looking. Once you're done with that, I like to do some of the eyeshadow now. So I'm going to pick the little darker color of the whole palette for this area. And don't forget to select the layer so that you won't be messing up the original picture, which is the background. I select the soft light, and then I'm going to go around half of it. It gives it like a little, I might erase it just a tiny bit in some sections. Flatten it, and I'm gonna use the dodge tool a little bit so I can line it, so that it can be a little bit more of a pop out. Then I do the orange for the inner. I like that one. It's on soft light right now. Then I use the eraser to erase anything that I don't want part of it. And if it's too orange, you just go to blending options and just delete a little bit. Flatten it, dodge tool. Just highlight some sections of it so that it can be more realistic looking. And then I go with the yellow, and I'm gonna go a little bit on the lid, the eyelid section, which is up here. Just a little, not too much. Then I use a little lighter of the yellow, and I'm going to highlight the beginning right there. And then for the eyebrow section, I usually like to go very light, which in this color palette is perfect because it's right here. So right now the top area is it's done to me. And I went to a little of the gray shadow on her lid where her eyes are at closely. Which gives it like and the overlay gives it like a little more darker color, which is perfect. Then I take a darker color and then I'm going to try to do the liner, which can be a little tricky once you have all those other colors. And don't forget again, new layer. And you're going to go very inner lid, usually where her eyebrow, her eyelashes starts. Again, if you make a mistake, don't worry. The eraser is very helpful. Soft light looks good. Let's see if there's another one. You erase whatever you don't want part of it. But try to make it as close to both eyes. I'm just going to do a little of the shimmer so that I can blend in a little better here.